Few issues attract stronger feelings than firearms, and thanks to a 2015 change giving state lawmakers the final say over Nevada's gun laws, attempts to change firearms policy in the state legislature typically draw huge crowds and impassioned testimony. But for many, laws and restrictions on gun ownership and use can still be confusing. Here's a quick primer on how gun laws work in Nevada. Overall, Nevada still has a relatively robust set of laws protecting gun ownership. No state permit is required to buy or own a gun. There's no ban on so-called assault weapons or high-capacity magazines, no age restrictions on owning a long gun, and state lawmakers in 2015 repealed a requirement that Clark County residents register their firearms with police. But a significant change in state gun laws has already been approved by the 2019 legislature. Signed by Governor Steve Sisolak during the second week of session, SB 143 requires nearly all private gun sales or transfers to first undergo a background check, typically run by a federally licensed firearms dealer. Some exemptions do apply, including transfers between close family members, for antique guns, between law enforcement, and in cases of immediate danger. Failure to comply with the law results in a gross misdemeanor, with repeat offenses punishable by a Category C felony charge. The bill is an attempt to move forward a stalled ballot initiative approved by voters in 2016, but was never implemented amid the FBI's refusal to process the background checks. The new law requires the state to process the checks. But the law won't take effect until January 2, 2020. That's because any bill that amends a voter-approved ballot question is required by law to remain untouched for at least 3 years. Background checks for guns purchased from federally licensed sellers have already been in place since 1998. A typical check can take anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes and is processed by the Nevada Department of Public Safety, which checks state and federal criminal records as well as mental health records. People not allowed to purchase a gun include those who have served a year-plus prison sentence, people not legally in the country, and people with a misdemeanor domestic violence conviction, as well as several others. An attempted buyer whose background check is denied can request more information from the state about why their application was denied. On average, the state processes around 100,000 background checks a year, and it rejects about 1,800 of them. Nevada is one of 31 states that allows for open carry, where no license or permit to openly carry a gun in most public places. Only 3 states prohibit open carry entirely, and a handful of others have restrictions on where or what types of guns can be open carried. But open carry still has some limitations. Nevada law prohibits guns from being carried on schools or colleges, a private child care facility, government buildings, or in libraries that prohibit firearms. Nevada also allows people over the age of 21 to obtain a license to carry a concealed weapon, as long as they meet a few requirements. Applicants must complete an 8-hour permit course and submit an application to the county sheriff, who is required to issue the license within 120 days or deny it if for lawful reasons. Like open carry, carrying a concealed firearm is prohibited in federal buildings, national parks, military bases, airports, public schools, child care facilities, or in a public building with a no-gun sign or metal detector. Nevada recognizes concealed carry weapon permits from about 24 other states. For more on gun policy and other issues, visit thenevadaindependent.com.